Welcome to episode 3 of Moon Missions, July 2020. It's Friday, July 3rd. Just got to the location. The weather's pretty good. It's really clear to the east. I do have a little bit of clouds behind me to the west, but I don't see that as really being a problem tonight. It is a little bit windier than I expected. There was no wind in my house when I left, but I think I'll be all right. All right, I gotta grab some gear, tripods, drone, camera bag, water. Definitely need the water. I actually did something yesterday that I don't normally do. I drove out here in the middle of the day and I scouted the location, which normally I just do Street View and Google Maps, Google Earth, but I just wanted to double check. I wanted to know for sure that if I invested in tonight's shoot of trying to get this target from 20 miles away, that there was a clear view, no trees, no hill, no nothing blocking the way. It's only like a 20-minute drive from my house, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But the hardest part of this is just this hill right here behind me. I struggled just getting up it yesterday without a backpack, and now I got to do it today with 40 pounds of camera gear, 2 tripods, a drone, and a bottle of water. I got it. I mean, it's not gonna be that big of a deal, but just got to do it, I guess. I made it up the hill. It's pretty steep. Camera bag's heavy, but I did it. It wasn't too big of an issue. The view looks great today. It's a lot clearer than it was yesterday. There isn't nearly as much haze in the sky. San Miguel Mountain is just over 20 miles to the southeast of here. It's a lot clearer than it was yesterday. I can very clearly see the mountain today as to where yesterday when I scouted the location, it was so hazy I could barely see it. I'm trying to pinpoint the exact location where I need to put my tripod. It's really important that I find exactly where I planned it on the map, which can be kind of difficult when you're out here in nature and there isn't anything to really reference except for a bush. I think I found my spot, but I really need to double check because something as simple as being a couple feet off to the left or a couple feet off to the right could really mess up my shot, and then I won't get the proper alignment of the moon behind the antennas how I wanted it. The sky's really getting cloudy behind me, but it's still really clear to the southeast, the direction I'm shooting. I'm not too worried about clouds. We got about 20 minutes till moonrise. Both cameras are firing off time lapse already. The Sony A7III right here with a Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter lens, shooting at 600 millimeters with the Canon 2x extender for a combined focal length of 1200 millimeters. It has a 6-second interval right now, but as we get closer to moonrise, I'll change it to a 1-second interval. You can see Mount McGill out there in the distance. It's still pretty clear. Not sure if it's going to be clear enough to see the moon behind it because it's so low on the horizon. And there is a little bit of haze, but we'll find out here soon enough. Over here we have the Sony A7S Mark I. This is my B-roll camera. I have a Canon 70-200 on it, shooting at 200 millimeters. This is just kind of the B-roll second angle that I like to get. I call it the wide shot, even though 200 millimeters isn't very wide. It's also firing off a 6-second interval. I don't need that many frames from this camera, to be honest. My shot should be lining up right now, but I'm just not seeing it. It's too hazy and the sky's too bright, I think, to really see the moon. It's gonna poke out in a minute or so, but I just think it's too bright. Once I got home and started processing the time lapse, I was able to add a crazy amount of contrast in Adobe Lightroom. The shot is complete garbage when processed this heavily, but at least I can see that my alignment was dead on with the antennas on San Miguel Mountain. So if all goes well, I should be able to get the shot on Sunday. I didn't get the shot. I kind of figured this is what was going to happen with Mount Miguel being so far away and so low on the horizon. You see, the moon rose a full hour before the sun set. The sun hasn't been set yet. So the sky is so light, and with all the haze that low on the horizon, I just didn't think I was going to get the shot, and I didn't. I do have another chance in 2 days on Sunday. It'll line up from up here on the side of this hill. I'm going to go scout that location a little bit. I got to pack up my cameras, but I definitely didn't get the shot I was looking for. Look at this. As I was hiking back down to my car, I noticed that the sky was starting to light up. Looks like the sun is about to poke out from behind these clouds. Let's set up some cameras and see what happens. Wow, this is insane. Okay, this makes it all worth it. Happy 4th of July. Tonight's target should be a fairly easy one to capture. The Pinnacle Marina Tower is just under 2 miles away from my location here on Harbor Island. The moon should sit just above the building at 8:19 p.m. tonight, roughly 22 minutes after moonrise. Normally on the 4th, there's thousands of people lined up here waiting for the fireworks. Tonight there isn't nearly as many people out. It's a really clear night out. Things are looking good for my moon alignment. Just gotta wait now. Damn, looks like my alignment's gonna be slightly off. I wanted to be about 20 feet behind me, but there's a family hanging out, so I didn't want to be right in their face shooting. Oh well, it's still gonna be a nice time lapse. Good morning. It's Sunday, July 5th. Just getting to my location. This morning's subject is the Aria building in San Diego. It's always a lot easier to shoot the moon setting because it's already in the sky. You can focus, you can dial on your exposure, rather than the moon rising when it's below the horizon and you can't see it and you're not exactly sure where it's going to come up. I can easily track it in the sky and watch it set behind whichever building I want. Okay, I'm just about set up. Nothing left to do but wait for this moon to set. It's looking good. Looks like the moon's just entering frame, and we'll line up on the top right of that corner in about 4 minutes. It's just lining up on the top right corner of the building like I wanted. I really was going for that step look. There's the final shot. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like the way it looks like it steps with the building and then the moon's right there in the top right corner. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Time to get out of here. The shot went perfectly as planned. I really like how the building looked like it was steps, and I got the moon coming out that top right corner, just sitting on top right there. I couldn't be happier right now. I'm gonna get a quick bite to eat and go back home and charge some batteries and maybe take a nap. Get ready for moonrise later this evening. And I'm back. I'm back here at Mount Soledad, and I gotta climb this hill. It's now Sunday evening, just before 8 o'clock. I'm on the east side of Mount Soledad, and I'm here to try to get redemption for Thursday night's shot that didn't work out. The sky is really clear. There isn't nearly as much haze tonight, and the moon actually rises closer to 9 p.m., so the sky will be a lot darker. Tonight's definitely the night. I'm getting the shot tonight. 100%. 1,000%. The sun's setting pretty fast. I'm gonna get these cameras set up while I still have a little bit of light, get my focus dialed in and my composition ready, and start my time lapse. It's happening. Look, lined up. Perfect. Look at that. It happened. All the antennas in it, everything. So happy right now. It happened. I couldn't be happier right now. All my hard work, all the planning, the driving out here multiple times, the hikes, trying to shoot it on Friday and it didn't work out. It all paid off tonight. I got the shot I wanted. My alignment was on 100%. The sky was dark. Everything worked out tonight. And I'm just so happy right now. I can't believe it happened. This is easily the hardest moon alignment I've ever shot. I captured the full buck moon rising behind San Miguel Mountain from 20 miles away on the east side of Mount Soledad. This is unreal right now. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I'm gonna pack these cameras up and get back to the car. I got a little bit of a hike, so I'm gonna do that. Moon Missions episode 3 is over. So hit the subscribe button, do the bell thing, whatever. I'm happy. I'm done. I just realized I left my headlamp in my car about a half a mile down a really steep trail. Luckily, I always have my Lume Cube lights in my backpack. Thank you, Lume Cube, for making these awesome little rechargeable LEDs. Thank you for supporting my photography. I'll put a link in the description if anyone's interested in checking out these nice little lights.